we are kicking things off on this Tuesday with some stories that really have folks on the internet talking. You know what that means? Oh yeah, it is time for Hot Topics. And on today's panel, I have one of my favorite human beings on this planet, MOVIN 92.5's Brooke Fox.
That's so nice.
It's the truth,
You're one
Ruth.
of my favorite people. When I run into Amity, I get so excited out in the world. I'm like,
We do. It's so embarrassing because we're like,
yeah.
Like we make funny sounds and stuff.
It's true.
Also, we have executive
And we
producer
love Joseph.
Hello.
We will.
Good morning, everyone.
Definitely.
Yes. You two are some of my favorites as well.
yeah.
So there you
Aw,
go.
we love you.
Oh.
It's all love.
I feel like I'm too far away from you, though, in my chair right now. But there's nothing I can do about it.
Just-
Here,
I'll
let me get
scoot on
closer
that.
to you.
Okay.
Give up on it.
Okay, we have a fun hot topic to discuss this morning.
Many interesting things.
We're going to start with something that Apple has done. They have just announced new details about their iOS 18, which apparently is going to have these custom emojis called Genmoji. So it's like the memojis that we already make, but a little bit deeper.
So like the ones that my kids make,
Right.
where it looks like their face, but it doesn't really look like them. But now we're going to combine
They're going to be the
emojis.
little ones, like the little emojis you send.
Okay.
And they're custom, so it's using artificial intelligence. Like if you want to have like a dog riding a bicycle,
Yeah.
I'm guessing that they'll make that for you. And for me, I'm just like, do we need that?
Or like a taco on fire because it's so spicy.
Right.
Oh,
Right?
that's actually a good one.
I mean, here's the problem, is that it does put a little bit more pressure on more creativity from humans. And I
Sure.
thought with AI, we were getting more creativity from them, from the computer. And I thought we were going to have to, get a chance to lay off our brain a little bit.
Well, I think
But-
the problem is that, we already, like, text messaging can always get lost in translation
Yep.
as it is.
Yes.
Imagine if you were creating your own thing and it just doesn't land, or you're like,
Yeah.
what did she say to me?
Well, that's
True.
true, but
Hmm.
I feel like there's going to be people who are good at creating their own emojis and people who are bad at creating their
Well,
own
because
emojis.
you all have that friend that's a bad
Yeah.
texter. So imagine their bad emojis that go
Right.
along with their bad texts.
Like, why did you send me a truck with a cat driving it? That
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
And can you
to
even
me.
see it?
Yeah.
By the way, the memoji, I don't know if AI did it for me. I don't know what, but it
think
is
it-
offensive.
I think it might have.
What?
The picture it created of me, I'm like, if you think
Yeah.
that's me, we're going to have words, Siri.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. But
I
a
wanna
lot of
see it now.
No, if I had my phone here, I'd show you.
a
but
lot of
it's
people
awful.
are freaking out though that there's so much AI getting put into our phones.
Well, here's the thing. AI has already been in our phones for years. That's what does the auto texting, right?
Right.
Like when when it auto corrects the
Yeah.
wrong name, it's obviously AI not learning very
little
well.
Siri.
And now it's trying to complete full sentences for us.
I just
But
wish.
sometimes I'm just lazy. I'm like, you know what? That wasn't what I was going to say, but I'm
But
going to go with
sure,
it now.
it works,
Yep.
yeah.
I just wish it would stop turning one word specifically into duck, because when I want to say that
Wow.
word, I
I
don't
know,
want to
because
say
you're
duck.
so lucky, right? Is that what you're talking about? The
Yes.
luck?
Yeah, luck.
Yes.
Duck.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
In other news, a Los Angeles woman stirred up controversy on TikTok because she admitted she does not return her shopping cart in the parking lot, saying, quote, I'm not returning my shopping cart, and you can judge me all you want. I'm not getting my groceries into the car, getting my children into the car, and then leaving them to go return the grocery cart. So if you're going to try to give me a dirty look, well, she said, luck off.
Okay. Yeah. Or duck
Yeah.
off. Yeah, I got
Duck
you.
off.
I got you. But she did say that we could judge her all we wanted, right?
Right,
That
yeah. Mm-hmm.
was an open thing because I'm judging. I'm judging.
I will say I am a rule follower like Joseph. I've always returned my grocery cart. When I had little ones, I was worried about it, so I would park
you?
near the grocery thing. Yeah, I didn't
No,
want
but
to
then you get your car hit by the cart if you
I
park
know.
near
well,
the
and
return.
that's happened to me too.
So-
And I was like, I thought I had good cart karma.
See,
What
I
happened?
just buckle my kids in and leave them for a second.
Yeah.
Like, what is someone going to do? They're going to steal. They're not going to. If they try to steal my car and they realize children are in it, trust me, after about 10 minutes, they're going to go, that is not what I signed
That
up
is
for.
not-
They're going to turn
I
that
do
car
not
around.
want it. I'm taking
them
it all
back.
back. Yeah.
I mean, now I probably would, and you could probably hear the fighting up from my children like a mile away.
Right, and then
so
you'd
I'll
go
know
on
they're
a
okay.
date night before you'd report it, and then you'd report it after you get some free babysitting for the evening. No, I'm kidding. But, I mean, why don't you just take your kids with you to return the cart and then go back to the car?
I used to be a professional cart pusher. Like I made money
Oh,
pushing
yes.
Okay.
So you have some feelings on this.
Costco, and there's a lot of carts there.
Oh,
And I will
Costco's
say,
a-
as Amity mentioned, I am a rule follower, but the only person I would give a pass to was moms with little kids. Because
Yes.
yeah, I get it, you don't want to leave your kid there. The biggest annoying thing though is like when you've like got all your 10 carts and you're pushing them back to the station. and it's like all strapped in. You're like,
And
really
someone tries to
pushing.
give you one?
And someone's like, do you want this extra card? I'm like, no, go put it in the corral like you're supposed to. I don't want that. And don't leave garbage in your cart either. I'm sorry.
hate
That
that.
is
Oh,
so
that's so not okay.
bad
That is
manners.
not
It's like
okay.
littering. It's littering. Don't do that.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
Be a better citizen of the earth.
Speaking of good citizens, or not, I don't know. So Bon Appetit recently released a story about tipping and why some people leave small tips. So this actually brought up a very passionate question.
Okay.
Do we like tipping, or do we wish everything was baked into the price? Like, the research showed, or this article showed, that 5% of Americans never tip, which I don't know anyone
Which
who's
is
never
bonkers.
tipped. I don't know that.
It's because they don't admit it. Amity, people who don't tip aren't going to tell you that they don't
That's a
tip
good
because they
point.
know they'll be bad people. It's like that mom. Of course, there's probably lots of other moms that leave the shopping cart, but nobody's going to go
I mean,
out
I probably,
and say it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, apparently 12% only sometimes leave a tip or gratuity. So,
Have either of you had jobs where you earned tips?
No.
yes.
I worked at Burger Heaven as my first job, and they wouldn't
Burger
allow me to
Heaven?
have tips.
They didn't allow you to have tips?
No, and it was
Oh.
terrible.
But you have.
I worked at California Pizza Kitchen.
Ooh, CPK.
CPK.
In the house.
And I had to get tipped out by the servers because I was a hostess.
Okay.
And I just, I usually just wanted to do a good job, and that's kind of what the article was saying, was like, this gratuity should be based on effort given. You're already getting paid to work there, right? So you're doing your job, but if why should I give you, and I thought, it's interesting, because I always tip 20%, always.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of the service. I've kind of not done that with gratuity, like takeout, because
Okay.
during the pandemic,
Yeah.
I did 20% at takeout because I was like, look, I get it, everyone's struggling, right? But now I'm not as much with takeout.
If you're picking it up, or if
I'm picking it up.
If you're picking it
If
up.
you're delivering
Okay.
it, that's
Okay.
different. But if I'm the one picking it up and you put it in a bag, and I
mean-
get it, that extra effort too.
I will say, whenever I have had a chance to go to Europe, I do love that you're like,
Right.
oh, I can just leave a couple bucks. I don't have to leave $20,
Yeah.
because they also have it all baked in there and they don't expect it.
Right.
And it is nice because the math is hard sometimes.
Yes,
Like,
numbers.
you're sitting with the bill and you're like,
Yeah.
20%.
I used to have this
10%
little
plus
card
2.
that had all the numbers.
Cheat sheet.
But to the point, it had 5%, 10%, 20%,
Yeah.
like saying like this is the range of what you can give. So
I think part of the problem is with technology now and payment systems.
they
like,
only offer you.
when you go to buy like a bag of chips, they expect you to tip there. Well, obviously you're not going to tip for picking up a bag of chips and buying it.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're asking you for the tip upsets some people.
Yeah.
And I
But
think
don't
some
you think
people
it's baked into the program that they're just pre-purchasing, like that they're not, like, I feel like you go in
know.
I don't know either. I don't
All right,
own any of
I
these
think the most
places.
important thing about this is it's opening up the conversation and letting people know, like, hey, it's okay to start to question these things that these companies are baking in, because
So
you
have you here tried to put out a tip jar and see what happens? You know,
Good idea, Brooke.
like,
We should try that.
Just saying.
we should
That's a
try
great idea. I'm just gonna see what guest will leave me a tip.
Unfortunately, I don't think I have any money.
Oh my
All right,
gosh!
it's fine.
Wow.
It's fine.
Oh God, I came without cash. Do you take Venmo?
Well, I need all the cash I can get because I live in Seattle. And-
well.
but I will say, Wallet Hub says Seattle's the 5th best place in the United States to raise a family.
Aw.
Fremont was number 1.
Fremont, California.
Okay.
Fremont, California, I should say, not Fremont here.
Yeah.
And then Memphis, Tennessee came in at 182. Now, I have been to Fremont, and it is
Yeah.
nice. Fremont, California,
Yeah.
lovely.
Lots of money.
What is that
Lots
near?
of money.
Lots of money,
It's
right?
Northern California.
Yeah.
It's,
San Francisco.
It's lovely, but it's also not Seattle either. Like,
Oh, you're saying that we should be above them?
I kind of feel like we should be
Oh.
good. Now,
Okay.
I would say that it's probably not as much because it is so expensive and hard to raise a family here. Like, childcare is near impossible to get, nor
Yeah.
also pay for. Getting summer camps for your kids, that's why summer camp might be Camp New Day. Sorry about that.
That's fine. Yeah.
Because it's thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Oh,
I could take a European vacation for
Very
what I could to pay
expensive.
for summer camp in this city.
That's true. That's true. Or you could just turn on the TV like my parents did and lock the door.
Wow.
That's how they used
Wow.
to do it, right? I don't do that with my children. I also pay an exorbitant amount of money.
Yes.
All right. Well, our last topic here I have to get to.
Okay.
Will Ferrell says he's vying to be people's sexiest man alive in 2024. And this begs
love
the
this.
question. I do too.
Yeah.
Is funny sexy? Because last year's winner was Patrick Dempsey. I don't know
Not
if
so
I'd want to
funny.
spend an hour. I would rather spend an hour with Will Ferrell.
Yeah, but not like a sexy date.
I mean, I think it would be kind of funny.
I think the problem for me with Will Ferrell is like he probably would never turn it off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like on all the
well,
time.
could you pick, like, could I have dinner with Ron Burgundy?
But would you want to?
Is that your dream?
I mean,
I feel like
That's so TV host of you.
Yeah, it
That's so TV host of you, and I absolutely love it.
I feel like that award is supposed to be for like a well-rounded person, not just one aspect of you, is right?
I'm voting for Will Ferrell.
Sure.
But
If that's the case, but I think it's funny if he gets it. I think it would make great headlines, which is what they do these for, right? To sell magazines.
Yes.
And I'm just glad that it's not Timothée Chalamet, because he drives me crazy. I'm
Oh.
sorry, that is a hot take.
Oh, that's
And
fine. I agree.
would take Will Ferrell over that kid.
I mean,
I'm sorry, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory really ruined
I didn't
it
see
for
it.
me.
I didn't
wow,
see it.
really? I haven't seen it either.
There's going to be a lot of people who don't agree with me.
Oh
but-
my, well that's fine, but I'm Team Will all the way.
Okay, Team Will.
Team Will
We're
all the
voting
way.
for him.
It's funny.
Do you get a
is
vote?
Sexy.
Do you get a vote for
I do
the?
actually.
I hope
'cause I'm
it
a
wins
TV
for
host.
you.
Oh, really?
No,
I
it's
like
not
it.
true.
Oh, I liked it.
Okay, by the way, I'm having a saliva problem right now because we've got all these Sour Patch Kids, and I've
Delicious.
had two, and so my mouth is.
Well, I told you, after the first one, the
Yeah,
first
but-
one hits you and it's sour, and then you have a second, and then it's not sour anymore.
Yeah, but my mouth is now producing too much saliva,
Uh-oh.
which is a problem when you're talking TV. But okay, so Sour Patch Kids, having a moment. We've got a new Oreo flavor, which
Weird.
weird.
Let's try it.
Right now?
All right, try it.
Let's try
Okay.
it.
Because I'm going to say something that a lot of people aren't going to agree with. The blonde Oreo, I like more than the chocolate.
Oh.
I know.
And I don't like Oreos at all. So
You don't?
No.
Sorry about the crunching, guys. Kind of tastes like a Twinkie.
I'm not getting Sour Patch Kid, but maybe it's because I just ate a Sour Patch Kid.
The cream on the inside is kind of tart.
It is a little tart.
Yeah.
These are actually fabulous.
I kind of like them.
These are actually delicious.
I like this. It's good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you crumble this and put it with some ice cream.
Oh, I'm into this. I'm into that. Okay, all right.
Like a blizzard, with one of these.
Ooh, yeah.
Oreo blizzard. Mm.
A drink, though, that isn't good, I'm sure, is this new Ghost brand energy drink, zero sugar, Sour Patch Kids flavor. I've got red berry.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Same.
I got blue raspberry,
All right.
which is the one all the kids want. But Amity,
Oh.
sorry, I'm spilling already. You said your son wanted some of this.
My 8-year-old saw this and said, "Can I please have it?"
Oh.
You see on the back it says only
Only in-
intended for persons 18 years or older.
Okay, I appreciate that the company does that, but I don't appreciate that the Food and Drug Administration are okay with this. There, I've said my piece. Thank you, Food and Drug Administration.
This is not terrible.
I mean, okay, if
It's actually good. My kid would drink that whole thing and have heart palpitations.
yeah, basically.
Some of the ingredients
Yeah.
are like, what's 100 milligrams of neurofactor? I don't even know what that is.
I don't think you're supposed to.
And then the 1,000 milligrams of carnitine.
Carnitine.
Are you looking at the label?
I know.
There's nothing
I know.
natural in here.
I would
the,
never.
The idea
Where
is not
is the
health.
part that says?
The idea is sugar.
Okay. I
Oh.
mean, you know what's interesting? Hold on, I'm trying to look at
I don't know, but my mouth
all
is
the
just
tiny
I'm trying to look at all the
tangy
tiny
right now.
things because it really bothers me that these. It looks like it's marketed to kids. If this was an alcoholic beverage, that people would raise
Like-
they would raise their concerns because it looks like it's marketed to kids. But an energy drink
Yeah.
can be marketed to kids because there's little happy people on it. I don't know. It bothers me because it's a health issue.
Yeah.
That's what bothers me.
But I will say the Sour Patch Kid, the original, is the best non-chocolate candy. It's
That's a hot take right there.
it's the correct take, yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a correct take. Yeah, I would say
What's
my
better?
kids agree with
Wait,
you.
may I?
The gum? We're just gonna do for the gum?
Okay, now there's Sour Patch Kids gum. Now we have to try it. All right.
Well, now we're not gonna. I mean, we're nowhere to put my gum. Oh,
That's pretty good.
I wish that it was covered with sugar like this is. Oh, didn't like it. Wasn't
That's
a fan.
awful.
Okay,
Oh, no,
spit
I
it
like
out.
Oh,
Oh, we're gonna use that.
Yeah,
All
we're using part of my
Who
script for that.
Who needs a script?
oh, that
Not
was
Amity.
awful. No, thank you.
All right, not for you.
All right,
It's
not
still
for me,
going.
but for someone. Speaking of things that are for or against some things, people have opinions, and they certainly did have opinions at the James Beard Award-winning.
Wah last
Yeah.
night.
Yeah,
See, look at the Sour Patch Kids. Really.
it's like the Oscars of the food world.
Right.
It happened last night in Chicago.
How'd we do?
We didn't. We came home empty-handed.
What?
Yes.
There wasn't a Seattle restaurant in there.
Janet.
That one.
Is
Not
it
that
one?
Becerra.
That's what I mean.
Janet
A
Becerra.
pancita. Y'all, that restaurant is so good in Ravenna. If you have a chance to go to it, please go. That salad that she has there is life-changing. I'm just going to say it.
Okay, and so she lost to
And
a
she
chef.
She should have won, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
Who votes on this? Where are their taste buds?
I don't know who votes.
We
Yeah.
should
that's
punish
right.
them with this gum and this, this drink.
They're not allowed to have any of these cookies. Now you can have my heart palpitation drink in this
Yeah,
gum.
that's right. Do you know how it's done? Or is it just like there's a secret board that like
It's
votes
probably
in?
it's like the Michelin people, I'm sure.
Okay, same, where nobody really knows.
Nobody really knows
It's like
where
the
it comes
Wizard of
from.
Oz. It's some man behind the curtain.
You know, we didn't win
Okay.
last year either, but I think maybe next year will be our year. There's a lot
It's
of good
kind of like
foodies
the
out
local
here.
Emmys where you don't really know, and it's probably just a dude from like
Yeah.
Ohio sitting in his mom's basement.
Yep.
I mean,
I think you're right.
Wait, did you win any Emmys? Oh. I was gonna thank the dude in the mom's basement if you did.
Oh, well, there you go.
You know what? Next year, different dude, different basement. That's
Yeah.
what we need. Okay.
Oh my God. Thank you,
God.
my friends, for spending time with us today. You can check out our website for more content. You can always send us an email and share your thoughts.
But don't send us any more Sour Patch Kids.
But none of this gum.
Yeah.
My friends, go out there and enjoy your new day. We'll see you next time.